MPP the because Nipana can was in which were free. And our pass until regions of the Anna, we are there. We already got to club to come in. Yes, a book of say, Opa, who 7 years ago, book of Franco to the club to a plan, say, Abatama. Yeah, maybe just said, yeah, Matwama. And I do this, so on the West Adia, and I surround an uncle, and I'm to Chairman and Uncle, and I sort of a somewhere. And one of the program.
Okay, Esa nso ama mo nyina akwa ababiem. Mesra se o join ya no bomoden na share na like say ne be ya. You know, jumedie no e betimi akọ eye nanim. Mami yi we mfiri ho na mo nhwe manimu ye. Yes. Mesra bie mu se o join ya no bomoden na share na like say ne be ya jumedie no e betimi akọ eye nanim. Edward yebo ami wakwaba na Brown di na nso wakwaba. Kwadwo Neil nso wakwaba ma munyina akwapase ba ko nso wakwaba. Thank you so much. Abusuya ayen shase yen we see time kra. Information abeka mensa ene se UK aban the government of UK almost say starting from January this year. Refugees are omura UK no. Omo di omunyina eko Rwanda. They have reached an agreement with the Rwandan government. Say omu receive refugees, on their behalf because UK ayema. The EU is suffering. The EU is struggling. And UK is not even part of the EU. Therefore, UK doesn't feel obliged to receive any more refugees. And mind you, influx of refugees, eka ho bintina UK eyi omu free EU mo. Because with that EU agreement, say African migrants, crossing from Libya, era Italy, the Italian government ebeji omo. Oji omu wi anafi na ya che omu inegu ama maya akanoso. UK for befabi, Germany for befabi ni ade. So UK for feel say na pressure eba almost too much. So and no any one of the reasons in here the UK government decided to break away from the EU. The EU organization or the EU association. It almost say migrants are omura UK from January this year. Omune Paul Kagame reach an governmental level agreement to say omu na free UK e the omu akọ Rwanda. Many abema bi di ehun video atudwa na ye di kan ye nhwe video na yenti emu nsem ni ye. Na se wi a me nso madwen kire kakra me wo no. Me dia somo so na me biebie mu keys bi ena me bie mu keys. Me biebie ni me bie ni so mate mo ho ase se ye nsiesie Ghana na se ye tena Ghana ya dwen se mekwa abrochi a time is coming abrochi no kra untimi nko bie because abrochi no esi omo abreyen I'm telling you, they are tired of us. You can hear video no.
Or came a church of Bibia, Yantiasampa, and say you came up and you say, or the Omomabidia Salam, Virginia, or Omoko, a country, Rwanda, so Africa country, Rwanda, not a fool Asifim Munti de Oka.
So from today, our new migration and economic development partnership will mean that anyone entering the UK illegally, as well as those who have arrived illegally since January the 1st, may now be relocated to Rwanda. This innovative approach, driven by our shared humanitarian impulse and made possible by Brexit freedoms, will provide safe and legal routes for asylum while disrupting the business model of the gangs. The deal we've done is uncapped, and Rwanda will have the capacity to resettle tens of thousands of people in the years ahead. And let's be clear, Rwanda is one of the safest countries in the world, globally recognized for its record on welcoming and integrating migrants.
refugee camp. From UK to Rwanda refugee camp. Mummy Sunsoya. The two coins, Sremo, and easy dear, but Mumiman Kata Samunia, Papa Mumian Kata Samunia. You can't cut a permit.
Right, I was here for Yentie one last time. Why? Now, Jumedi Nankasa, I feel never shas Yentie one last time.
Or the 4 came a church of Bibia, Yantiasampa, say you came up and say, or the Omo Bidia Salam, refugee in Nano, or Omuko, a country Rwanda, so Africa country Rwanda, and out of 4 Asifim Munti de Oka.
So from today, our new migration and economic development partnership will mean that anyone entering the UK illegally, as well as those who have arrived illegally since January the 1st, may now be relocated to Rwanda. This innovative approach, driven by our shared humanitarian impulse and made possible by Brexit freedoms, will provide safe and legal routes for asylum while disrupting the business model of the gangs. The deal we've done is uncapped, and Rwanda will have the capacity to resettle tens of thousands of people in the years ahead. And let's be clear, Rwanda is one of the safest countries in the world, globally recognized for its record on welcoming and integrating migrants.
First batch Edo Moko no. Or for say what to consider UK Europe na enkrata 70 ya chew say do ko Rwanda refugee camp. From UK to Rwanda refugee camp. Mummy Sunsoya. The two coins, Sremo, and easy dear, but Mumiman Kata Samunia, Papa Mumian Kata Samunia. You can't cut a permit.
Messy, you are saying now. Nipa ni ho mo papa ni bibini me na make the whole world. The whole we are saying now. Nipa ni ho mo bo ni bibini. Kokro mu so ayesu bi wom. Na ike nya mama na kasa no se ya ntia sempa. Wa ntia sempa sen. Wa ko bi ma so no se ohia wa ha biem. Go back to your Africa. Se ma ntia sempa. Asempa be ni wom. Enye nsem hunu a. Wo free Africa, era Europe. How come we see me because Russia has invaded Ukraine. Russia is trying so hard to push the NATO bloc away from their, from their borders. Russia for say, omo here NATO for omo share so, and no any the genesis of Entopano. Or say no. Time wana yen by America for through Cuba. America for ampene entiaso yampene ema in the name of NATO. America for ne allies ya share so. It poses a security threat to we the Russians and no any the genesis of the fighting. Says here Amenemoka say Russia for akate gas supply to Poland and Bulgaria. Why? Because they have refused to pay for the gas in Russian rubles. And then kwasi asemwa, me na me ton ma de. And I say me here euro biem, me here US dollar biem, tia wa me currency mu a we so get to kaben. Ko bi krom. And I dey say on pe ubiem. Go back to your Africa. Africa, you have so many lands. You have so many waters. You have so many resources. Go back to Africa. Nasia tamu de mo play munso na musu esun be ne wom. Only the black man will cry when being brought to his own continent. Listen to me carefully. The whole world, only the black man will cry and weep as if he or she has lost a parent. Mami we cry free. I want the facial expression. I want the facial and the hand expression. Only the black man will cry when he travels abroad and is being brought back to his own continent. They cry as if they are going to hell. They cry as if they have been sentenced to death. They cry. I have never seen Asians crying when going back to Asia. I have never seen Americans crying when going back to America. I have never seen Europeans crying when going back to Europe. Only blacks cry when being brought back to Africa.
Why? Because we have refused to grow above NDC NPP. We have refused to develop Africa, to develop Ghana. We have refused. And let me say, after the Russian-Ukraine war, the world will never remain the same again. The world is changing. So say we need EU for you. Me say enemy biamu kiss. We need EU for you. What was say? Emra Russia for Ukraine. EU, most of the EU countries are allies with the US. And the US for a places sanctions on Russia. But the EU, the Europeans are heavily dependent or reliant on Russian oil and gas. And the more they buy gas and oil from Russia, the more they pump money into the Russian economy, the more Russians use that money to sponsor the war. Therefore, sanctions in the Timunti mi pao. And I say now Russia for person menka example attend sanctions ninti Russia for kasa and dia yam pene muntua ya ka in US dollars and EU euros biem a free na pay for the gas in the Russian rubles. And on entokwa ekoso in EU se am nebo kase. It is here near EU for air planning say a basic dying and a ombetimi ejaisa over reliance on Russian gas. What are they going to do? And money almost headache. Because if they stop rely on Russian gas and become self-reliant and self-sufficient, in case of any major disturbance, the EU will be able to stand alone without bothering about what Russia will do or what Russia might not do. ATVS will be a drink, China for a drink, US for forming a NATO, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. I'm coming. US for forming NATO. NATO na forming say forming NATO if you attack one NATO country, they see it as an attack on every NATO country in the world. So therefore, if in case, let's say Russia for Germany, NATO for Nina and Russia bekon, and not any the main purpose of that alliance. And now Russia for so are forming or more your friend CSTO. Russia for your friend CSTO, Collective Security Treaty Organization. It involves Russia, Armenia, Belarus and Kazakhstan and some few countries. Almost a block who are almost for me, almost dear Bomu Nahobai. Africa for me, Bisabo Sabu dear Wayne. Alliance Ben among for me or Africa. Africa, dear. Africa is there for the highest bidder. The person with the most money will buy Africa. The person with the most influence will buy Africa. The person who can supply rice, who can supply wheat, who can supply maize, who can supply second-hand clothes and cars will take over Africa completely because they are useless. Their governments have rendered the entire continent useless. So Africa is for sale. You need any security block. AU is dead. I'm telling you. Never trust AU. AU a goo. AU is dead. Why? Because AU is being sponsored by EU. How can you have your own block? How can you have your own unity? And another continental block is sponsoring that unity. How can you be functional? So AU is a Ponzi scheme. Africa has nothing. We are not united. We are disunited. We have nothing to protect ourselves. And then me biamu kiss. Mun siadie. Mun siadie. Me biamu kiss ene. AU ni ho. Me na me kamechire mo. AU eni ho. AU a dysfunctional, a puppet Ponzi scheme. That is why Africans fear when coming back to Africa, because there is no hope in this continent. If you are being brought back to your own continent, why must you cry? I don't understand. But do you know why they cry? Do you know why Africans cry when being brought back to Africa? These are the reasons why they cry. I mean, you've been tremor, and let me see me be a kiss fine. I use Shadia. Oba no share yes Shadia. Oba like and share and keep your comments coming. Yes Shadia. These are the reasons why Africans cry when they are being brought back to Africa. Where are the videos? I have so many videos to show you people. So many videos, to show you people. I want to show you why Africans cry when they are coming back to Africa. Yeah. This is one of the reasons why Africans cry when they are coming back to Africa. Monshe. Yeah. This is one of the reasons why Africans cry when they are coming back to Africa. She obubuania ojina ekromu a o preach just to survive. Onkwa abroche enhu sadie we bi da. She obubuani a survival in the Africa no obi atam Bible dia boni bo because ekomu di yen ehia yen ya da ye na. Obubuania okra Bible. And I would in Africa, everybody is a pastor. God has called everybody in Africa because everybody is poor and broke. Survival instincts. Everybody must eat. Everybody must survive. And yes, sir, why must Africans cry like they have lost two parents at the same time in a car crash when coming back to Africa? I don't get it. These are the reasons why they cry. Me peace. These are the reasons why Africans cry when being brought back to Africa. These are the reasons why Africans cry when being brought back to Africa. These are the reasons.
Just look at this. Check these plants and tell me what you see in the human being's lungs. LUNGS. Plants no cry in futuro. In futuro, nani pa omuteha. Stop being a sinjay, you're not pumping. Just look at this. Ahaya Abokobi, Dodowa, Tema Rodo. Can you imagine what is happening to the people living here? Look at the plant. Plantain na green. Okay. Any bills a day. Just look at it. Look at this. Look at this. How many DC and whatever here? At least move a road and now water the grounds for the people. I'd rather phone because see a phone so they move kiki above through. Oh dear. I'm sure. Okay, bro, dear. Okay, look at this. Look at this.
Yeah, you see why Africans cry when they are being brought back to their own continent. You see why Africans cry when they are being brought back to their own motherland, to their own continent, to where they hail from, to where they were born, to where they grew up. And now when you are even told to go home, you must go home with joy. I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Tell the world I'm coming home. Ghana, where are you? I'm coming home. Give me some banku. I'm coming home. And now someone I'm coming home must be melody in the ears of the black man. I'm coming home must be melody in the ears of a black man. But in this case, I'm coming home has now become a dirge. I'm coming home, has now become a dirge. No brand no die. Wa brand no nyana dia o mamini. No brand no die. My brand man nyama dia awreho no monko a sansan krome. I'm coming home, adane sansan kroma. In the ears of the black man. Why? Because Bibini has refused to wise up. Bibini has refused to develop his own continent. Let me tell you something. Abrafuna Brayan. Abrafono, a time is coming. It would that Ghana. Now you are doing say, Ghana and cry, me bra bro chire, Roberto Maria bro chire, Meduka bro chire, or best send me invite, Mekwa bro chire, Mekwa bro chire, Manka bro chire cra, Meko Libya, Mekwa bro chire, Mekwa bro chire, Mekwa bro chire. A time is coming, Sa bro chire, no not any hope him, because Abrafona Bray, Abrafona who say, about 99% of black migrants, if they enter Europe or America, they don't go back. Contrary to what they say at the embassy when they are going for visa. How many days are you going to spend in US? Oh, only 2 weeks. Oh, only 2 weeks. My sister is just giving me invitation to come and look at US. Only 2 weeks. This is my bank statement. I'll go and come back. Oh, don't worry. What do you do in Ghana? Oh, in Ghana, I'm a businessman. So definitely I have so many jobs here. I have a wife and children here. So I will not go to America and stay. I will go to America and come back. But let this person enter America. They refuse to come back because of this situation. Why do they refuse to come back? Ebinye, mama saying tremo. Enemy say me be money. Ebinye. Threat of heaven and hell. Baby. Threat of heaven and hell. Repento, signboard, repento. Baby in Africa. Threat of heaven and hell. Oh, go signboard. Baby, abrochire. On kwa broche ko hu signboard we bi unko hu bo abrochire this be ni krom this a Ghana this Africa. Why won't they? That is why they cry when they are being brought back to Africa. They cry as if they have lost parents. Oh Rade yanti asempa yes yanko Africa yeah yanti asempo oh America and then Miami UK Yantiasempo. They cry as if they have lost their entire family. They cry as if Kanayo has sacrificed their entire family. They cry with their blood. They cry with their strength. They cry with their bone. They cry with every energy in them. Coming back to your own continent, coming back to Africa. Why must you cry? Because Africa is a living hell. Because Ghana is a jungle. Because your chances of survival in Africa is very minimal. If you joke in Africa, you are dead and nobody cares. MPs are being murdered in cold blood. No investigation. A whole king is murdered together with 32 sub-chiefs. Nobody cares. So in Africa, your life is in danger. In Africa, in Ghana, your life is in danger. That is why they cry when being brought back to Africa. This is why they cry. This is why they cry. Jimienti is why they cry. This is why they cry because onkwa brochire ko wo se broni aswa bibini. Onkwa brochire e ko wo se broni aswa bibini. This is why they cry when coming back to Africa because this continent is dead. With no security, with no guarantee. Personal security, economic security. There is no security at all. We are dead on arrival. And this is the place you call home. This is the place you are saying, it's a free mind, don't talk. But you cry. But you cry when you are being deported. You cry. Abroche is your prayer point. Obinim nyamie. Reverend Obafo nyamie buamio na me nkwa abrochiro buamio me nkwa abrochiro bompaye ma me sene be ya abroche na me kunu ekono ni remfi me da. Abrochire ko is our prayer point. Bibini is always praying to travel out of Africa. The white man doesn't behave like that. Why? Because Bibini has made Africa a living hell. Bibini has made Africa a sick place. Bibini has made Africa a bullshit place. This is why they cry when they are coming back. Africa ya kamunsu when you are being brought back to Africa. Africa ya and kamunsu when you are being brought back to Africa. Mama nchira mo mo me say na me bia mu kids. Oba no ahye mo share mama why? Keep sharing. Me bia mu kids ene. Yeah, living legends and living legends ye wenti na ye ba Africa na yesu. Yesu sa nia sabi ya to ye duro. Wenti na ye ba Africa yesu. Wenti and as say see a kwa broach na se broni say ont mini yentna wa breyen na se broni de ba Africa na yesu. This is the reason why. Enti blogger bia oti abroche ka kire wo say Ghana ye Enti ya ye kasa no mentie yen. Ghana yenti ya ye kasa no men share a video. Ghana yenti no, don't follow us. Stop listening to us because Ghana let them come back home. I'm telling you, look, listen to me carefully. Today, if so-called that the frog is deported from America, he will cry like a baby. Believe you me. Today, because young pedocrat, we are too hypocritical. Young canocrat, believe you me today. If that the frog, if they are deported today, they will cry. I'm telling you today. Because they know what they are enjoying in the white man's country. They know what they are enjoying in somebody's country. And now they use their brain, they use machinery, they use human resources, they use wisdom, they use knowledge to grow or develop their countries. Why is Africa refusing to progress? Why are blacks refusing to wise up? These are the reasons why when they are being brought back to Africa, they cry. Let me show you some more. I have a lot of footage to show you. These are the reasons why they cry when they are being brought back to Africa. Legends, see so up and down, merry-go-round, hey, merry-go-round, hey, merry-go-round, a flew merry-go-round,
we are run about and merry-go-round.
Yep. Men be some why not? Cow, yo, boss, no Chinese. Oh, boss, and then I crouch on the idea. Brother, translate translate the Chawako. Yeah, or Tenino. Yo. Ciao. A flu merry-go-round. Bibi saying when we are being brought back, they cry. Yeah, Bibi saying when they are being brought back from Europe to Africa, from America to Africa, they cry. I have never seen Chinese cry when going back to China. I have never seen even Indians crying when going back to India. I have never seen Americans crying when going back to America. But every day, Bibini is the one to cry when being taken back to Africa. What does it tell you? What does it tell you? A dear message, a dear information, a dear route dream. It tells you, say, Africa is a 10th world continent, not a 3rd world country. It's a 10th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A 10th world continent. We belong to the 12th century. Africa, we belong to the 12th century. We have not seen civilization yet. We are too behind. China for everybody is beefing up their security. Today, say Ebia and Tokwa, Ewiase in Tokwa etoso miensa eba Africa, a dear Nabobaye. Abrafno will come back for your soldiers to go and fight for them, like they did during the Second World War. They will come back to Africa. History will repeat itself because nothing has changed. During the Second World War, black soldiers went to fight for their slave masters. The British came for Ghana soldiers and Kenyan soldiers and all the Anglophone Africa soldiers. While the French came for the Togolese and the Rwanda, those in Benin and the Cote d'Ivoire and the Burkina people, the Francophone African soldiers, the French also came for them to go and fight for them. So at the end of the day, if the British army are to win, Africans' name will never be in history. They will say, the British went to the Second World War and they won, forgetting the fact that it was black soldiers who fought for them. Today, should Entokwa etoso miensa ebampua, the same history will repeat itself because Africans have failed to wise up. We don't learn from history. And if you go to their country and they deport you, you cry, say, Yantia Sempa. Otie, Sabin Quasia Sempa, one Tia Sempa. Assemble na county. What will be grown say, Meneon Tinaco Chromus, I say, Yantia Sempa. And county day. Yantuaso. These are the reasons why when they come to Africa, they cry. Yeah, ebesinde. These are the reasons why when they are being brought back to Africa, they cry. Because broni kro na otino. On sorry no pa enfa gallon enko sensu. There be that mbano. It's an abomination in the white man's country. Can't tell me now. Uba no ashe, mo na mo like it. And keep the comments coming in. Now the boy my system room be video no to make on name. On kwa broni kro. En sorry no panka say. O the gallon enko sensu anase enko go bunsu. E bin sit down broni kro. But here in Africa, 21st century, you call it. So do you think you belong to the 21st century? Something that the whites stopped doing thousands of years ago. In today's world, Africa is still doing it. And you think you belong to the same class with them? No, you don't belong to the same class. I'm telling you the truth. You don't belong to the same class. Until you wise up, until you upgrade, you don't belong to them. You are not on the same level with them, Bibini. I'm telling you for a fact. Until you upgrade your thinking, until you upgrade your countries, you are not on the same level with them. Because Bronija is out there with a check. Broni eja is out there with a check. Or fat gallon, echo sensuo, and then training more inanum sansuo nibi. Bronija ye a check. These are the reasons why Africans cry when they are being brought back to Africa. Yantuaso, me say and me bie money worth, and me bie mo case in kwa. Yeah. This is the reason why when they are being brought back to Africa, they cry. This is the reason why when they are being brought back to Africa, they cry. Because they are coming back to the stinking Africa. They are coming back to the stench. They are coming back to the filth. They are coming back to the poverty. They are coming back to the underdevelopment. This is the reason why they cry when they are being brought back to their own continent, their own motherland. I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Tell the world I'm coming home. All the pains of yesterday. I'm coming home. Ghana, I'm coming home. Kotoka, tell Kotoka that I'm coming home. Terminal 3, by 3 p.m. I'll be live in Ghana. I'm coming home. They weep and cry, Mommy, Mommy, Mommy. Why? Because they are coming to hell. They know you don't need to be told. You don't need to be told that you're coming to hell. You are coming to a deplorable place on earth. A place where barbarism is still going on. A place where thinkers reign. A place where stupidity is the order of the day. And Twaso. There's a reason why they cry when they are coming back home. And let me be money rough. There's a reason why they cry when they are coming back home. There are too many videos to even justify. I don't even know which one to select. Too many videos. Too many videos. There's a reason why they cry when they are coming back home. In a place where foreigners even have rights more than the locals. This is the reason why they cry when they are being brought back home. And be money.
Yes, somebody in the shop. Why you take this thing down here? Can I take this? Come on. Hey, well, I'll get you here. Come on. Come on. Stop. Come on.
Yeah. This is the reason why they cry. A place where foreigners even have a say more than the locals. A place where foreigners are being praised more than locals. A place where foreigners are hyped, overrated. Or you're Lebanese, no, don't touch him. Or you're Indian, don't touch him. Hey, or you're American, don't touch him. Or for UK, hey, Jayo, not the, hey, man, for someone come so, hey, you can find the Jayo, hey, Dappy, oh, kasi Brony, oh, Brony, yeah, kasi Brony, oh, Brony, yeah, kasi Brony, oh, Brony, yeah, oh, Brony, Jimmy, near Bomon Samrani, near Tom Quasianum, near Jimmy, home. These are the reasons why they cry when they are being deported back home. If you think Africa is good, don't cry when you are being brought back home. If you feel that Ghana is good, if you feel that Africa is the best place on earth, why do you cry when you are being brought back home? I don't get it. This is the reason. What they want here, Bibini Beach. Bibini Beach. Wow, Bibini Beach. One Ghana beach, I have a compare Bruni Beach, and tell me why they will not cry when they are being brought back home. One Bruni Beach in you. One Bruni Beach. Shabrafo mana yehua kono shenso na kama oh shedanye simple ano edaini shedanye simple ano Hey, nipa na yeho akono sei. Nipa na enim nyansa sei. Enso na ni efe sei. Ye, hwenso ani. Kama. It is a Ghana ni bibi ni crossing so kwa abrochi ko hu saa system way. Na so ba fie be hu saa de we ya. Why won't he or she cry? Or ba fie be hu saa de we ya. Why won't he or she cry? This is the reason why they cry when they are being brought back home. Enti yes Africa. Say yes Africa na say wadwen ye o say Ubetu kwa abrochire menua. Oh, that ho. Emre bi ba abrochire will be a thing of the past. If you don't have gargantuan money in your account, you can never travel. I'm telling you for a fact, the world is changing. What do you say, Besine? About 90% of Ghana for omukwa embassy, bank statement a omode kono nkoso. Meka se nkoso asamuti ase. Me pese me kan se mama se bi yenua no mo omo abrochire bia. Abrofo no ehu enioma ayekoso enu ti na me use the word nkoso ye ka say nkoso asem nyina amunim about 90% of Ghana for na say black say ye kwa abrochire bank statement a ye dey kwa embassy no eye nkoso ba say abrofo no de cheyen because men kan say omu nim say eye nkoso ye draft bibi na ya zanwe bi na ye forgery bi near the comma brofo ne say ye bank yinie monye na monhwe so na mofa visa no mayen emre bi ba our bank statements will be connected to even our ID card. The moment they scan your passport, they know the amount in your bank account. If that time comes, you and I can never ever travel. So let us sit in Africa and say a time is coming abrochire na eni ho biem. Time wa abrochire sha se na enkoso wo ho. And if I say enkoso when today you can no longer travel with somebody's passport. Why? Because we are in an age of biometrics. Your bank account, your name, all your details will be on your ID card. The moment your passport is scanned, they have every detail about you. So when that time comes, how will you and I, the poor African, be able to run to the white man's country? Have you thought of that? What the honsa? What the honsa? Yen to aso. Sanwa wenti na omo ba Africa na omusu. Hebroni krom. Hede wa broni esi ni nsuo ne man. Ebede na se bibini ko hu sa de we na se oba Africa wonso. Hwe.
Mohu. Sipa ye trotro. Mot Ghana na fu. Hwe. Sipa mu trotro hwe. Ena ekọ ni nipa na egum na ye de wo mo kọ no. Odona aye fise yi no sipa na ekọ no. Ena ekọ no. Odona mu aye fit se ayi no. Eno no shape. Ena ekọ no. Na adu betumi aye bia maye odona ene da ha no he munuma eno no
Adwa Janet, thank you so much. And he said bibini every odona kan ne ho kwabrochire ekohu the way abroni asiesie ni nso a boat nam so a enomampo edi so agro a wutimi krakotena enchen ene enoma edi agro edi easy stress. So visa system no mu but back to Africa, why won't they cry? Bia na afe na wo dwan me. Wait e na me kwan no. Wait e na me bie benum baya na me kasa no why? Wait e na me kasa yes an hwe bi why? Ne ento aso. Muntie.
Orofo ken me chacho bibia ya ntia sempa. Em say UK man panyini say odi omo be di asylum refugee ni nyina no. Oromo ko country Rwanda so Africa country Rwanda. Na orofo asifim muntie di oka.
So from today, our new migration and economic development partnership will mean that anyone entering the UK illegally, as well as those who have arrived illegally since January the 1st, may now be relocated to Rwanda. This innovative approach, driven by our shared humanitarian impulse and made possible by Brexit freedoms, will provide safe and legal routes for asylum, while disrupting the business model of the gangs. The deal we've done is uncapped, and Rwanda will have the capacity to resettle tens of thousands of people in the years ahead. And let's be clear, Rwanda is one of the safest countries in the world, globally recognized for its record on welcoming and integrating migrants.
Before asemo mo wese yedo magu prema yedo moko. We mo ngumuno batch first batch yedo moko no. Before ya se otukwan se wuko UK Europe akobo bra. Na enkrata semti ya cho se yedo ko Rwanda refugee camp. From UK to Rwanda refugee camp. Nti aniano mo mi sonson ya. Otukwan ya sremo and easy dear, but Mumiman Kata Samunia, Papa Mumian Kata Samunia, you can't cut a permit.
Yo, what was some play no? Emre ba, I fear for mass deportation. Me na me come through. Baby, we are say corner. You know, the world keeps dividing instead of uniting. We keep dividing. We keep dividing. Our differences keeps widening. Abribiatan na yetan yeho. America for tan Russia for tan America for UK for tan wemu tan na yetan yeho. Africans so tan na yetan yeho. We have created imaginary borders for ourselves. Hey, where you Ghana ni? Oh, crosses our line where you are Nigeria. Hey, where you foreigner? Mumma treating no. Ghana must go. Tell them to go back. Ghana must go. Ghana must go. Ghana must go. And I hear time in Africa. It is a young Kaya Wambo Africa and CSC Yamaya and I say, your continent. A time is coming. There will be no hiding place for anybody. Where you tell me ask me who? Why? A time is coming, me say. There will be no hiding place for anybody. One share Mompo Amusimukra and Krata Muabucheno say mass deportation eba it will affect all of you because you are not, that is not your home country of birth. The American passport you are holding, your birthplace Ghana, Yanka USO. Go back and open your American passport. The passport that you are so much proud of. I'm a proud American. I'm an American passport holder. I'm an American citizen. What the fuck? You can't tell me what the hell? You know, I come from New York, USA. I live in Alaska. I live in Georgia. I live in Hawaii, Florida. I live in slang, you know. Go back and open your passport and see your birthplace. Anytime you become so arrogant because you hold the US passport, just open your passport and see your birthplace. The best places Umofia, Ghana. Urefio, Mekayo. Yeah. If you're not refi, Mekayo. O birthplace, you know, and yet Hawaii, and yet Georgia, and yet Washington, o birthplace, you know, and Ghana Umofia. So sit abroad. And say, me a US citizen, near Echo so Ghana, me fahum. Stay there. Because Seattle. Oti kutu se kube apro. Oti abroche na okan kwa siasem. Tina brochire. Na kasa media menya baby atina enti se Ghana se cry and say me fahum. Tina brochire. Go back and open your passport. Your birthplace, nationality American, birthplace Ghana, and change it da till you die. Oye den Ghana e born who say Kobe Ghana oye den ya Ghana e born who say Kobe ni momone oye den ya Ghana birthplace and change it da Tanabrochi na Jimmy. These are the reasons why they cry when coming back to Africa. These are the reasons why they cry when coming back to, or when being brought back to Africa. Jimmy said that Bonika son called the crew aha. Jimmy said say Bronika say bibini nko ne Chrome Africa no soon because enkwasiasem no mudi no ha. Otigana Sameka I saw them 24/7. Okwa abochi won say no. Brony has no time for sorry. Eti Brony has more time for work than authority. Brony's system when our creating, he or she is enjoying. It is a Brony catcher and say, go back to Chrome wana Yesu. Hey mami, America, Obafonya me, Bompay mamio, Mengrata, yes, in refuge, ye deporting you, where are they? Ghana me quadia, Metomiko for part of the bar, ye, Asemu, yes, Yamin. Now soon because Obahefa coming back to Mafia, Mamen Kai will say. The American passport that you hold, that you are so proud of. Me American, free mind, me the matitimu, oh na show mafia, to me mu crab and fahon because me the never be partner. Go back and open your passport. Your place of birth. Your place of birth, US ana, mu yare. Hey, mu yare. Me say Ghana will follow you everywhere you go. Believe you me. Jimmy, Ghana will follow you like your shadow everywhere you go. Ghana will be your identity, whether you like it or not. Unya Canadian, unya American, unya Russian, unya UK, unya Ghana, unya African. Should they decide to do mass deportation, whether you have Enkrata or not, you can't be disappointed. Don't trust their system. They are the ones who made the laws for you. The person who is able to make the law to grant you a stay, that same person can do the same law to nullify your stay. Think about it. If somebody can create a law or make a law to guarantee your stay, that person has the same ability to nullify that stay. What that's now? Now quite more Walmart, ne Jimmy, uti kutu se kuba pro. Now, was siampeni. Yan to aso. This is the reason why they cry when coming back to Africa, and they make semi beer money rough. This is the reason why they cry when they are being brought back to Africa, motherland, but they cry. Elie. Anyway, yeah, because all bano ninso nyina say ninso nyina say onyanso num to oba no osu maami odimi jafan yo ehin na mi koyo Ghana na mi koyo mi kowu maami oba no osu. Why? Because ninso nyina say because of their jimie wa turning sase atoni nsuo atoni ne japade atoni bibia de ma China for say no. It is ofraboche bafia no osu ne nsuno go jam. Now so if the American travels out and is going back to US, he goes back in joy. I am coming back to my own country. I am a proud American. I am coming back to America. Let me tell you something. The only people they cannot deport are the black Americans. Those who were born there, those who have lived all their life there, those who have no connection with Africa again. Those are the only people who cannot be deported. If you travel there as an immigrant and you are granted citizenship, my brother, don't trust their system. They can wake up today and change the laws. And human beings, nipa na making laws. Say they can go ahead and amend those laws. And if that happens, go back and check your passports. Your place of birth, Ghana. Your place of birth, you come back to the shit hole you left behind. You come back to the country that you sat on social media to fight Chairman Freemind. That they have no right to talk about NDC and PP. You come back to the same shithole country that you left behind 30 years ago, 40 years ago. Be there and play the fool. You come back to this same system where government will build, so many affordable housing. But the T-Bone Kosovo government will never ever make its mind to commission those houses. You come back to this same shithole that you are fighting us on social media not to fight. Into the Trabochene Jimmy, Emre Bam, say blacks, there will be no hiding place for you. What inside the crowd? There are some restaurants in UK. They are now using robots. Even human waitresses are being dumped. Human waitresses are being dumped or are being changed for robot waitresses. So a time is coming. Some men here say, some men here say, better gatemu. I cleaning human sanimana. A time is coming. Sanimana crabno. Robots will do it. Yeah, yamu biam. Utie me pa. Today they still welcome you because there are still slave jobs for you. Me use the word jobs. Me use slave jobs. They still welcome you into their countries. Why? Because there are still slave jobs for you. A time is coming. Those slave jobs will be taken over by robots. And when that happens, all of you will come back to where you belong. Umofia, Ghana. It's Jimmy. Bibie weni. Wait and omobano musuno. Wait. And I because they know where they are coming back is hell. Say, baby, so they cry as if they have lost a parent. Me be money, and I may say, me be money rough. Ain't don't worry. Well, that's not how me be money. Wait, open me be near now soon because obetam gallon. That's how they are called. So look at the environment you are living in. Look at the environment you are living in. A time is coming. They will no longer need your services. Robot will take care of them. Because robot to crumble here so we try to come monthly. Robot to the new battery no charge it. Now board Juma. So a time is coming. They are going to go so mechanical. AI intelligence. Artificial intelligence will become the norm to the point they say they will no longer need your services. Black man from Africa, wise up, wise up, wise up. Bienvenue. To the Trabochena, oh free mind, oh kasa too much, oh free mind. When nimubi, when anubi, when nim time be many more time. Me panisa, me bienvenue. Why? See in Americano. So many more time crowd be team. I like it that way. Wait, so be near Africa now will soon and snow with them because common fast service can cry a problem in here. Ghana. Oh, sister, Brony Chromo. Janet Medasi, Brony Chromo. The moment a Jabato baby no see a fire car within 3 minutes no more draw. Ghana a Jato baby no. Yenyanum car you for and I saw pan Eddie Kun so say Yedi Kodum Sajano. This is the reason why when they are being deported, they cry. Hey, if you want to see how the Ghanaian is skillful in crying, go and deport them. They'll cry more than the day their mother died. Bibinia ye in a free brony chrome about back to Africa. Obesunche time one mami who ye, time one father ewu ye. Why? Because they know where they are coming back to is fire. Jacrom na mobano. Yentna na yensiesi ha. Yema ye nimre wa Africa hu to ya ketche do to. Ewia se obi akọ na nim. Enra said 2 days ago, Kim Jong-un, he openly displayed his nuclear arsenal to warn the world. They said, should you also attack any of our allies, we are ready, do or die. We are all going to go down together. Africa, we are here waiting and praying on God. Eradie, ye bomb pile yesterday, ye hear third world war biao, eradie boyo, Israel na me, Ukraine, yes, ma above for them, and Joe Gabriel, and Joe Michael, Monko Ukraine, Monko Ukraine for Russia yet domel, Black man put to be winter, Black yet Africa ebon was yampaye. Sit here and fool, play the fool. You think the world is waiting for you? Huh? You think the world is waiting for you? Sit here in Africa and continue to play the fool. You think the world is waiting for you? You think the world is waiting for you? The next stage of colonialism in Africa will be the worst form of slavery. Because Sandra Beduna, Yajimu Niani Fremonsam, na Yajimu be Bia Fremonsam. They will put handcuffs in broad daylight on your hands. They will put handcuffs on your hands in broad daylight. May I can see into the future. I can see into the future. Nyasa miwo soon be minishe a simple logic calculation. If you want to know the future, go back and learn history. If you want to know what will happen in 50 years time, go back and learn what happened 50 years ago. Learn about what is happening today. Combine them and make simple deductions. You will be able to tell what will happen in the next 50 years. A nyansa, common sense and logic. Multiplication, addition, subtraction. Yentuaso. Mi biemoni. Aha. Mwango obuasi. After 125 years of mining gold, obuasi ni. After 125 years of mining gold, Obuasinye, from 1897 to 2002, Obuasinye. Yetu gold, Obuasinye, 125 good years of mining gold in Obuasi. This is the current look and state of Obuasi. Now here's South Africa. South Africa is also a gold producing country. Share Joburg, South Africa, na company abi dia kyerɛ mu. Ebesi den na Ghana ni kwa ha na se ye deport na wonso. Ebesi den na se Ghana ni kwa ha na se ye deport na wonso. Obesu mu because baby a ofini baby a okɔ no. Across from heaven to hell. You see the life of Bibini. Now this same person doesn't want to think. This same person is not ready to accept the reality. And let me see me be money. Am I making some sense to somebody? Somebody say hallelujah. Am I making some sense? Me be money ene. Umofia. Wenti and I ebrewa hano. Wenti na obefia no. So numbie. Bogu bo
Ejina Accra tema motorway no eso and accident esia obedience no obedience so ye na chese boys ne bi nso around omo port club here sunset club for omo cars ne bi enso ka accident ne ho a sin ha boys no e bi kuku so out me ho say omo rebiankasa boys no rebiankasa yemben bi na ye ne bi so embo enkomo
my bobe 25 the person bobe 100 cry because I tell a lie we kon last hour we can waje bi amwa.
Yeah, my Bobby 25. But some Bobby 100 because we're last hour at 12 last hour. But abroche no here. Minya and some boy saying wa abroche. And some boy saying wa abroche. Otme no men some bia or pair abroche for to me no sana or won some cry or no beam because and some boy didn't wa abroche. Now so Ghana accident esino we forget about the risk. Na ye form ensa apapai. Was the last hour. Wa no we ya o we ye last hour. Wa no we ya company no we ye last hour. And this be now say sa brand ye we enya kwan kwa abrochi na say ye deport say omra back to Ghana. E besi den na wonsu because we say baby a o free air corner menua ano o she. Yes, I'm happy. Last hour.
Ejina Accra tema motorway no eso and accident esia obedience no obedience so ye na chese boys ne bi nso around omo port club here sunset club for omo cars ne bi enso ka accident ne ho a sin ha boys no e bi kuku so out me ho say omo rebiankasa boys no rebiankasa yemben bi na ye ne bi so embo enkomo
my bobe 25 the person bobe 100 cry because I tell a lie We kon last hour. We can wait be amwa. And I don't know.
Yeah, we can last hour. When you be a boy, no last hour. Yeah, for some 400 grand last hour. No, no, you found last hour. What's up? Forget about your health and safety precautions. We don't care. Where your last hour? You boo. Where your last hour? Last hour. My 25% 400 grand. Where your last hour? I tell you lie. You grow. Ekuro se bibini bana osu ma ekuro funwe bibini fabroche bana osu ma last hour kuro we ichira mo se we de trabrochire trabrochire we nti bibini ba ne kuro ma no osu we nti se bibini ba ne kuro ma no osu we nti se bibini e ba ne kuro mu ana osu me umofia na eni ena bisi me bie money umofia no enie we nti se bibini ba ne kuro mu mahu adagraja te eye Ghana onante form e de sol me no ahyehyɛ ne ha sania okwa active Game of Thrones no nam form ahye ko jan ko na sodo mienu hye eye ne nsa benkum ne nsa nifa so Adagraja kodra broche swaga obrodi krom. Adagraja okodra broche swaga me say no matter how foolish you are, I'm not saying Bishop Adagraja is foolish. There be an example na me cite. Me say no matter how foolish you are, the moment you step foot in the white man's country, the system will wise you up. The system will open up your brains. The system will make you think like a rational human being. What that's now? Anyway, so fra bro chire jai santa de we nyina egu ho saba Ghana abedosi say ya ebesi de onsu obesu because broni krom nyansa nko a broni krom no jimie ni ho e chire wade maybe when you rough. I got some few minutes near. Don't worry, cry. Why? I got some few minutes. There's one video that I want you guys to watch. I want you guys to Bibini Chrome say dear tete form. Bibini Chrome ya tete form say into your bafia no soon. Say into your bafia no soon because it's not form na yajina war. It's not form ni yajina war. Wait your ba onwani Chrome wana wo soon. Yehe baby as a bruni ehwe aboa kra yehe baby a abrofo ehwe omomboa yehe baby a abrofo ehwe omomboa. I'm looking for that picture. My information have become a lot. I need to really go through, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, mohu the wa bruni si hwe aboa mohu the wa bruni si hwe aboa nafa compare baby a bibini ti ayeji na wo hwe the wa bruni si hwe aboa dolphin o yes dolphin na cancer. And I had dolphin nam chemotherapy. She baby a bibini ti ayeji na wo. Na baby a dolphin da. Ente besi den as a ufi sa kro we mu ba Ghana usu. Ubesu me se bi kraman ni abua bi. Because baby a okon a living hell. And you don't want me to talk, right? Because you are partisan. You don't want Chairman Freeman to talk because you are tribalistic, you are NDC, you are NPP, and you are foolish. And I mean, be when don't let anyone lie to you. Say Ghana yet, Ghana yet, enye kra. Membo bi na daw. Bibi say nti obefia no osu. Bibi say nti say bibi ni befia no osu.
Ayi nsiatre Martin Donko Street. Na mabuna won nsiatre ho akofa abo. Ede begu kwano so a ede ye feeling. Photos nkoa sebi yarefo bi da cabinet ne ko clinic. Sa kwan we ko nsiatre clinic. Ede be duro okura na photos no kura ntina ya de ne ko animu. Tina mabuna di ntuboa. Mo adi sika kofa na tie. Ede efele photos okwano so. Sakuriya muna ampia osunya na West Free. Year of Rose number 1 by Yenhwe Is it we year of rules?
Aha. Afi wa fa ne ahwe you compare we why? Ne ahwe is say afa compare we ne to aso.
Your form. Then come macro ne di agro no. Yeah. Hwahwe akurasi o abrochire kurasi mponi. Your form. Green grass no. Dana penny for mo diabro. Mo diabro papa. Why? No traffic. Yes. That's what I brought for the amenities. Say, the Yame, I say, rather than the idea, it's can I put the bag for bottom? Okay, we don't spread it. Yes, can I put the bag for bottom? Nay.
I don't go to Chrome. Fabroni Chrome will compare baby. I'm each mono. And son of me, we know. I've got it. Afi one kasawatna siatia si enti ase ye deport bibini and I will soon me because on one continent crown pe on one Chrome crown pe bebo free no one pe because a whole day be money yanko air the next one waiting I say Bruni ba Africa na will soon waiting and I say Bruni ba Africa na will soon unko Bruni Chrome sorry waiting as a bibini ba Africa na wo su onko broni krom go sa de we bi da onko broni krom e go sa de we bi da se e mofrati eye e form aboso na yesua de it doesn't exist in broni krom now so e besi na Ghana this classroom still exist inti we so nya kwa abrochi na se deport na wo su enoti Bosumi bia Ghana fo binom SN sika de bre asofo say obon paye ma no se ne be ya obenya nkrata Bosumi bia se e ka kirew sika asofo nya free Ghanaians abroad why you be shocked because sofo me say my tribe pen mienu nie me nya me nkrata sofo me nim na no ya na say ka say sister Koshia Bay or kofa ni free Ghana baye be 5 years mu ani wona ne nkrata me nko ade matena be 15 years be 20 or so me nsanka me nkrata or so bompa ya eya kai me na ye di musika atro akwankyere ne eton kwase asemamo ne di musika. Why do you do everything possible to remain abroad? If you see a white man most often traveling, they are going on holidays. They are going to enjoy life because their ancestors have laid a foundation for them. Their leadership have created a conducive environment for them to enjoy life. So when you see them traveling, they are going on holidays most often, not all the time, but most often. But the moment you see the Ghanaian traveling, the moment you see the black man traveling, they are running away from economic hardship. Is somebody listening to me? The moment you see the black man traveling outside of Africa, they are running away from hunger, from misery, from poverty, from underdevelopment. From all these videos and pictures that I've shown you, I'm telling you and I, if we don't wise up and develop Africa, develop this lovely continent, a time is coming, you and I will not have any place to run to. This is our home, and forever it shall be our home. If we fail to develop this place and make it great for ourselves, a time is coming, you and I can no longer run to Europe or America or any place. Africans will get stuck in Africa. So if we fail to create our own reality and be happy and stay here in Africa, a time is coming, you and I will no longer be able to run. And when that happens, you and I will stay here and die of starvation. Let us wise up. Let us wise up and fix the country. Let us wise up and fix this great nation, so that Ghana can be conducive for all. Ghana will not only be a country for the politicians, a country for the slave queens who are sleeping with the politicians, a country for the so-called big men, but Ghana can also be a country for all. Because the USA is a country for all. Whether you went to school or no school, educated or no certificate or no degree, the white man's country is for you. Most Ghanaians abroad, most of them have not gone to school. Ebinum ti abrocha, they didn't cry with him tro. Ebinum ti abrocha, me say, ne di crab onimo tro. Now so esan, and she say ye pa, broni diago akwe muntino. They are not useless. They are making better money. They are doing menial jobs and making better money. That is the kind of country we want for Ghanaians. That is the kind of system we want for the good people of Ghana. Si antena ha, NCSC ha. Na se obiya ye na dwen se obedwane a, me say emre bi ba, beebi a mudwane kono, ubedru ho na ya loke. The world is moving forward. The world is progressing at a faster speed. Let us catch up and move together with the world. And just forever and ever, we shall be slaves. Forever and ever, you and I, our ancestors, the next generation will continue to suffer. Our folly, our stupidity, our ignorance, our adamant to change from today. My name is George Freemind, our chairman Freemind, and you're part of the Freemind family. Medamu inamasi Anastasia Adano, medasi bebre, RMG Riri, medasi bebre. Thank you guys so much. Osei Baobab, thank you so much. Medamu inamasi. Those who commented, those who shared, those who liked. Medamu inamasi. Mesrese mobasi ayamon share. Namon like it and keep your comments coming in aneboa. Emma Dumedie no etimi ekonanim. Crown Prince and so that's be Crown Prince, thank you so much for your support. I love the support. Jennifer Adobon so that's be Mama Jennifer, thank you so much. I really appreciate the love and the support that you guys are called to this movement. You guys are called to a Freemind family and all the other bloggers out there who are speaking on change. CJ Anderson so that's be Brimku, thank you so much. Ahaya ena medemo ibesi. Send ya muna muni at the chairman Freemind. And the American at the attract one say, see you in my next video. Makram.